there's times where like we're taking off tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday, just to kind of like take a breather. I mean, we go full force
Mm-hmm.
from the time we wake up till the end of the day.
Wow.
Luckily, thank
Wow.
goodness.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome, man. But it definitely slows down here because
the winter.
yeah, but the winters, it's kind of like you may have a cold day here or there. Here and there, you have a cold day, and then you may have 3 warm days, and then 3 cold days, and so you can work. I mean, you can get something done every week, but it's just not going to be the same. It's just not going to be the same. It's not going to be like it is in the summer and spring or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. Let's see how many people we got in the chat. Okay, we got 12 people already. They asking how long we be on. We just got on. Yeah. But guys, I have finally got these all these kinks worked out, man. I was having some technical difficulties, so I know you guys saw me on there. Saw y'all also saw the thing on the new wave, the ad on the new wave, and sorry about that, guys, but that's what happened. I couldn't get audio. Then when I got audio, then the Wi-Fi started acting up, and then I couldn't get both of us on the screen like you see us on here now. But if you look at your phone, you'll see. You look at your phone, Brittany. It's a lot of people on here. There,
I'm
they
trying to
jumped
remember.
on here real fast.
Okay.
So right now we got my Nick Cash in the building, Larry Young, CE Rock Chip Repair. We got Callus Auto Detailing. I see you got William Smith. Don't Ride Dirty. Got Andrew. I see you. Okay. You guys, if you, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are members of the New Wave, and y'all have seen the name Brittany Goldstein. Um, she caught my eye probably about 2 years ago on the New Wave, and I just been just watching her comments and things that she said, responses to people, and I was like, okay, she seems to know what she's talking about. And if she doesn't know what she's talking about, she seems pretty confident. That was my first impression, and then I was just paying attention to what she was doing. Also, what really makes her stand out is that she does crime scene cleanups. You do crime scene cleanups in houses as well too, right? And,
Yes,
and
I do.
cars. Okay.
Yep, I do. Houses, cars, suicides, homicides. I do hoarding, gross filth, all kinds of stuff in that type of field. The only thing I don't do is meth lab cleanup.
Okay. Yeah, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous.
I don't
Yeah.
like. I can do
Yeah.
it, but it's scary.
Yeah. It's too dangerous. Yeah.
Yep.
But so that caught my attention, and like I told you guys, like when I do interviews, I try to, I don't like to do interviews just to, um, I don't know what word to use, but I do the interviews so y'all can learn, because there are many aspects to detailing. There's so many different types of people that do it. All races, genders that do it, and it's always good to have another perspective, on here other than mine. So that's why I like to, and that's why I reach out to certain people, because they doing something that we all don't do. I don't think I'm pretty sure she's the only one in her area that does this crime scene cleanup. Um, but hold on, let me see how many people we got in here. I'm gonna try to see if we can. Let me see. Yep, we got enough people. We go ahead and get started.
Trying to put my phone a certain way so I can see it.
All right. All right, y'all probably heard a little bit last. Y'all probably heard a little bit last. What was that, Wednesday? Um, but we just gonna probably just have to go through the same thing again. But we didn't get through the whole interview anyway. But anyway,
Okay.
what was the first thing you was doing? Like, what were you doing before you were detailing? Like, what was your job?
So I was a loss prevention manager for a big box retail chain for
Okay.
about 10 years.
All right. So like, was there any incident or did anything happen that just said, you know what, I'm done with this loss prevention job. I'm finna go start my own business.
I, I came to a point in my life where working for somebody just wasn't for me anymore. I needed to just branch out and just do something on my own.
All right.
This wasn't anymore.
All right. Now I asked you this earlier. So now we all know that the business that you decided to go into was mobile detailing. Why mobile detailing? Like when did you see? When was the first time you saw mobile detailing? Because I know you had to see it and say, okay, I know you had to, you put that together some type of way.
Oh yeah, there was a guy in Jacksonville, Florida, who did it, and we in his name's Mark, and he used to do it out there. But we moved from Jacksonville to Georgia because we didn't want to raise our daughter in Jacksonville, Florida. No offense to anyone there, but
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to come back home to Georgia. And we looked around, scouted, and there was no one here in this town that did it. So we
Okay.
just took it and went with it.
All right. So how long you been in business?
About 3 years.
3 years. And I know I asked you that last time, and when you said 3 years, I mean I wasn't surprised. Detailing ain't rocket science. I mean you can pick it up pretty easily, um, but you actually really have more than 3 years of experience of cleaning vehicles. So
Yes.
like
We did a lot of trial and error.
mm-hmm.
We were, doing stuff to see, if we, ooh, if, hold on, you're breaking up a minute. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. We did a lot of just trial and error. We would practice on stuff for many years. We enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't like dirty cars, so we would always clean our own cars. And we were kids, we did our parents, and it just kind of worked out for both of us.
Right. So you actually have probably like you probably actually have like probably close to 10 or 15 years,
Oh, yeah.
but professionally 3 years.
3 years. And a
Okay.
professional mindset of owning your own business about 3 years.
And I'm
Yes.
glad you said mindset because that's very important, and I don't see that a lot. Everybody's always on a skill level,
Mhm.
and realize that if you could be a mediocre detailer, you could be mediocre, but have good customer service and a strong business ethic and mindset, and you can blow the best detail out of the water, business wise, like and as far as making money and having a successful business. So, what challenges do you face being a woman in this male-dominated industry?
Oh, okay. Well, a few things. One, having to just basically prove my self worth and be able to speak to it was always a major issue. I know we spoke about this earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but there's times where people will call me and they hear my voice and they'll hang up, and it's a shame, but that's just what we do.
Okay,
It's the
so
world we live in.
so like
And a lot of the times, I make sure, when that happens, I stand really firm with things, and I don't back down from it.
okay, so like how do you prepare yourself for that? Like, um, do you ever go into anything like if you're dealing with a man? Do have you ever felt like you might have prejudged the situation and you might have had a certain type of way, a way about yourself because you expecting that?
Occasionally, occasionally, yes, but over the years, it's kind of, it is what it is. I deal with it. I
Okay.
understand that exists in the world,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm okay with it. I try to keep the same attitude with everybody, regardless, even if
Right.
they're looking at me as, I'm only 5 foot, honestly. So,
Okay.
they look, and it's fine.
Right.
It
Okay.
doesn't bother me anymore. It used
It
to, but
used
it
to.
doesn't bother me anymore.
Okay. So how do you think like overcame that? Like, what do you think had to
Just
happen for you not to be bothered by that?
a different mindset. It's business. You can't take things personal. It's business. It's your mindset. You have to, if you want to make money, you have to go for the money. You can't worry about, how somebody feels about you because you're a woman or you're this or that. You just can't do it in the business world. You're there to make money. So I mean, and there was times where I still to this day, I challenge myself every day, just to continue to prove my self-worth. And every day's a different day, so I keep going.
Okay. So this business that you have, you and your husband run this business.
Yes.
So none of you guys have 9 to 5s. It's just straight
No.
business.
Yes.
Okay. So when you made that decision, like what was the fear level at? When y'all decided to say, listen, we're gonna stop doing something we've been doing our whole life, and we're gonna do something that we've never done before.
So he was the first to make the jump. I supported it 100%. Was I nervous? Absolutely. Because in the back of my mind, I'm constantly used to a paycheck every 2 weeks, going in, going in, going in, going in. Now we don't have it. So he was the first to do the jump. Probably 1 month later, when I look at I keep a planner of my appointments. I write out everything because I also do all the advertising, and I take all the appointments and all that. I look in my book, and we're booked for weeks on end, and it's just him hustling, working 6 days a week. Sun up, the sun down. He needed help. At that point, I really didn't care, what he said. I was like, look, here's the deal. I'm quitting my job. Me and you are going to do this thing, and we're just going to keep going. I did not have, once I guess I got his approval to quit my job, I was good, and I put my 2 weeks in. There was times during my whole 2 weeks though where I would sit there and I'm like, oh my God, what if?
Right.
But I just blocked it, and I left that day, and I never looked back.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That I mean, I'm listening to the words that you're using, and I mean, I could tell that you have a strong mindset. I could tell just by the way that you're talking. But I like the fact that you was kind of, I mean, you said approval, approval to
I know,
leave.
I hate to say that.
No. But I actually like that.
Yeah.
I actually like that because it's not necessarily approval. I don't think it was approval. I think that it was waiting for him to be comfortable because you guys are both scared of this
Yeah.
new venture, but he's probably thinking of the steady paycheck that you have, just in case things fall. He can he wouldn't fall on his face. He can regroup because it's a steady paycheck coming in, or he can go back to work if he has to. So like what I like about that is that's what you call support. That's real
Mm-hmm.
support. Like, and a lot of people tell me that when they go and try to start their own business, that they don't get a lot of support from family, and a lot of people don't get support from their spouses,
Mm-hmm.
and that is
Sure.
the hardest thing. Like, You know, if your mom may not support you, your dad don't support you, but if your wife, and I'm talking about as a man, you know, I can't speak for women, but as a man, like if your wife doesn't support you, like that's hard because she's going to do everything possible for you to fail if she don't support you or she's well, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna even say that. That was kind of harsh. It's just she's just not going to be in your corner. Like
Yeah.
you know, and the fact that you was watching this man, you know, bust his ass from sun up to sundown. Then you know you watching this, and so I mean, immediately it looks like you had something to bring to the table. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you had something to bring to the table, and you did. That I commend you for that. That's dope.
I mean, it was, one of those things. I was, I'm
So how
coming in the
long?
van without you.
Okay. So how long did he? Like how long did he? How long was he doing his own thing before you decided to say, or before you came and joined him?
I think it was about a month or two. I mean, and then the detailing just took off. Like he he was
A
working
month.
six.
It was just a month or two.
It was about a month or two. It may have been 2 months. And I mean, he would come home, just pouring sweat. I mean, it was bad. He needed some help.
Okay. So how
I feel sorry for him.
did
But,
he ask? Did he ask? But he didn't ask you for help.
Oh no, I was coming on whether he liked it or not. I
Okay,
was sitting in
so
that
now I have to ask this. So how was the relationship like when y'all out there actually working together? Like,
Woo.
was you getting on his nerves? Oh, was he getting on yours?
Oh, so it's tough. Actually, he just corrected me. He was working. It was 6 months. For some reason, I thought it was 2 months, but or 6 months. He said. Anyway, he did it for 6 months, hustling
Okay.
by himself.
Okay.
Anyway, it's tough, and I know that there's probably I see a lot of husband and wife couples sometimes on new. It's tough.
Uh
It's tough.
huh.
But you cannot you can't take business home.
Right.
You can't do it. Now, one thing we've learned over the years is we have earbuds and we put earbuds in. Now, when we're working, that's it. We are working. We're not at home talking about what the teacher said or what our daughter did. Like like we're not married. We're working.
Okay.
Period.
So
But it can be tough. It really can because sometimes women. I hate to say this, but I'm a woman. We cannot disassociate ourselves with that. It's still emotional to us. We're still married. We're still, that in the work balance. But that you can't be like that. You just gotta work. If you have a screaming match or two in the van, that's it. When you get out of the van, you're now at home.
okay.
So that's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, that'll be something fun. That'll be something funny having a screaming match while you trying to do a car. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Luckily, the earbuds. I'm telling you, if y'all are married and you're working together, put earbuds in your ear and just do your thing.
Okay. So how was the first year? So you jumped in. You jumped in during the first year.
Yep.
So how was that? How was that year?
It was great. I mean, we did really good.
Okay, so like, did he ever tell you? Did he ever tell you like when you started? Did he? So 6 months. That's a good length of time. So
Yeah.
he was solo dolo for 6 months. You hopped in. Did he ever tell you that like, wow, I'm glad that you did this. Like, I'm glad that you came along. Like,
Oh yeah. There's when I have to branch off and clean up a crime scene or something, and there's times where a crime scene will take me a week. I'll get back and he's like, oh my God, I'm so appreciative of you because it's your business. It's our business, so we treat it the same. You know, so yeah. I mean, we're now sometimes a nice little break is fine.
So do you think? So how much stress you think you took off of them?
A lot.
Could you physically tell? Could you physically see
Oh
it?
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's good. And you don't, I don't see, that's one thing that I don't see a lot of, like a lot of people, because your average person, doesn't really understand like business, real business, like, you know, because somebody buys something for 5 and sell it for 10, they call themselves a business when it's more to it than that.
So
And so,
right.
like, a lot of people don't, it's hard to support something that you don't know anything about, and you're actually afraid of it. Most people are afraid of it. So, like, I'm glad to hear that. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Because
Yeah.
I actually thought that you started the business. So, like,
No, I started the crime scene business. The
oh,
crime scene
okay,
business is all my.
okay. So you
That's
did.
my
So
whole.
you brought a lot to the table then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought. Okay, that's I like to
And
see that.
it's because the crime scene business actually started. We went to a detailing a car, and it was a overdose. It was the guy had I believe it was a drug overdose in the vehicle, and we did it. And I got home that day, and I said, "Who does that? Like, who cleans death scenes around here? In vehicles and homes and everywhere else. Who does this? No one. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find anyone.
So that's how
So
you
I
got
took
into the business.
Yeah. I mean, it was from detailing where because it struck something in my brain, and I was like, no, somebody has to do this. Like, this is a thing. People die. Like, what's going on? So I did a ton of research and I took classes, and now to this day I am the only crime scene cleanup person that's in Georgia from the south. So I'm on the corner. I cover most of the bottom portion of Georgia. I'm the only one who's legit.
Okay, so
So,
like, so what? Who gives the classes? Is it the state?
no, it is a company. I went through Amdicon. There's a lot of other companies that do it. You can go through Haswapper, and there's one other one, but it's an online course, is what I did. But I have to register through the state now, and that is because victims were being re-victimized. People were coming in, cleaning crime scenes, and stealing stuff. And just terrible things. So the
So
state of Georgia
does the
has
state
to.
of Georgia need the certification for you to?
Oh
They
yes,
need the
I have.
certification for you to do all that.
Oh yeah, I have certification. I can actually do it in all of the United States, and it's recognized at a federal level. They hazardous waste permits. I had to get background checked, fingerprinted, bonded, insured. I mean, the list could go on. I had to get so much stuff and send to Georgia. So,
Okay, that's why everybody don't do it.
yeah,
And that's the thing, man. I mean, I'm hoping you guys are taking this in and listening to this. Uh, when you do something that people won't do, it's, I mean, she's the only one that's doing it. So like, she has no competition in that. She has a lane of her own.
mm-hmm.
So that's dope. So COVID 2020 got started. Everybody was like, "Oh, 2020 is my year. New vision, 2020 vision, all this crap." And then COVID hit, and we didn't know we was gonna be essential, what was gonna happen. Uh, did COVID did COVID help your business, or did it hurt? I mean, did it help or hurt your business?
It helped tremendously. There wasn't a doubt in my mind. The first week when COVID hit, now hold on, let's go back. So the first day, everybody's getting messages from the governor, we're doing all this stuff. There was a little bit of doubt in my mind. A fear. I mean, of course, we all have a little bit of fear. And then I took off. I mean, I did not stop. We did not stop through COVID. At all. I mean, we had the best year we've ever had in COVID.
Right.
How many people can say that? I didn't use COVID as any sort of excuse to, not be able to do something or not be able to work. I pushed through all the challenges that COVID had, and I kept going.
Right. And here's the thing, man. Like, this is something that I noticed. And I'm talking to the new wave, like, and my subscribers on YouTube. You see the similarities in mindsets of people who are successful. Most people who are successful have that mindset. Like, they don't let fear stop them. I mean, now you heard her. She said that she was afraid, that she did have some fear, that she was worried, but she did. I mean, she used that word a few times about quitting her job, the fear of quitting, the some of the fears that her husband might have had. But they didn't let that stop them. They kept going anyway. And sometimes that fear gives you that drive, because I mean, when you're fear, you're cautious of everything. You're analyzing everything, but you're still going out throughout your day. It actually sometimes makes you better. It makes you better. I mean, if you got something to lose, you don't want to lose it, so you're gonna come that much harder. So, like, the COVID cleanups, like, that. I mean, I know that. Well, we didn't talk about COVID before COVID-19, but you do COVID cleanups. So, like, so now the fear of catching it. I know that's in your head. I know it is. So, like, how do you overcome that? Like what are the steps that you taking to overcome that?
So when I get a call for COVID, I always ask, how many positives, what am I working with here? So give me a history of the building, car, whatever, so I know. And I mean, I'm suited up from head to toe. I have PPE on, like you see people, they've been all on TV giving the shots and checking temperatures and all that. That's me.
Right.
But I'm actually in there, touching everything and, fogging everything. I make sure it's clean. How do I overcome the fears? I don't know. I just do it. Like, I know in the back of, like, okay, if I sneeze, do I have it? It's in the back of my head, but I just, if you want to be successful and you want to do the right thing, you just got to keep going.
Right.
And it's one of those things. You can't let fear, stop you from getting you what you want. You just can't. It's tough. It's tough, but you just got to keep going.
And another thing I think possibly is the training, like, more of like the training. And so, like, it's a difference when okay, well, it's COVID, it's COVID in here, like, so okay, let me, so knowing what you're up against, and then the training that you have, and the know-how and what
that's a big major part as well. It is. I mean, if for this too, I see this on Facebook, the New Wave site. A lot of times, we'll get questions on there, and people will say, what do we do with this blood-stained seat?
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't let that. You know, you guys, you have to be smart, because that's a liability.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that blood stain comes back in that seat a week from now. And let's say that was somebody's cousin who passed away in the seat, and you didn't know the situation. Now, the lady is now going to be re-traumatized because of that stain coming up from that seat. You know, it's going to bring back memories for her. So that's just one thing, you know, and I tell you guys on the New Wave site all the time, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Do not mess with it. Call someone else, you know, because it's very scary if you're not trained and not knowing what to do with that sort of stuff. It's very scary. And not only that, it's very unhealthy, because people don't realize what other people may have, you know. I've had to get a hepatitis shot just to do this business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People have stuff that you don't know.
Right.
So you have to be, you have to be smart.
Okay,
you
so
know,
like, and I know people are wondering this for the crime scene cleanup. So the insurance you deal with the insurance companies on that?
I do. It is insurance based. It is normally homeowners insurance or victims fund or auto insurance.
Okay. So how much on average does a, like, you know, I mean, if you could think of the worst to least worst and you could come up with an average, like how much do you make on a crime scene cleanup?
I mean, it just depends. It really depends, because there's times where, you know, there's less or unattended deaths, or it just depends. There's so many factors that just run in it. I couldn't even tell you an average, just because the house, the size of the house, where the person was, what kind of caliber weapon was used, was it a knife, it's just so, oh my God, there's just a slew of questions that, you know, it's all different. I mean, there's just so many different things. Is there a fly? You know, people don't realize it's either, but flies.
Maggots.
What do flies do? Yeah, flies. They go to a body. They, you know, eat on the body, and then they go to in the next room, and then they throw up. They regurgitate. So that room is now contaminated. You know, so flies it's a whole slew of things. So, you know, I mean, I can't really price an average, because it's just so different. You know, it's very, very different.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. All right. So, like, how often do you get crime scene calls?
Pretty often, about.
Man.
Probably. Daughter passed me a note.
Okay.
Probably about 6 a month, maybe. But now, crime scene and trauma, they're different. Like, not everything I do is going to be a murder. You know, it could be an elderly person who got sick. You know, it just all fluctuates.
Okay.
So.
All right. So, is there any reason you couldn't just? You have two separate businesses. Is there any reason you couldn't just call it all one thing, and that just be a service that's provided or did it have to be broken up that way?
Well, I tried to keep everything separate. You know, with Goldshine, and then Goldicon is the other business name. I tried to keep it separate. I tried to, but for instance, today somebody called, and I thought it was for the Goldicon, but they just wanted to call that number to get an appointment for Goldshine. So I'm like, okay, you know, so it's just, we try to keep it separate, but it didn't work that way.
Okay. All right,
They
so you can actually put them all together, right? And just have that as a service. I mean,
I could.
yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. I just said, well, because I didn't want to I didn't want to do two of everything, and two T-shirts, two like I didn't want to do all that, so I just kind of just lumped them all together.
Which makes sense to do it that way, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I guess because the business is the other business itself, I was trying to kind of separate it, but I mean, they still to this day they'll be looking for somebody on resale for a crime scene person, and they're like, oh, it's that Goldshine girl, so I'm like, whatever.
Okay, so is your husband like more laid back? Is he more laid back? Cause I mean I don't see him on the new wave or anything. I don't see him in any of the pictures.
He don't have Facebook or anything like that.
Okay,
Y'all
so
he's somewhere around here. Where's he at? I'll see if I can find him.
oh,
He don't do no social media. He don't like to get involved in any of that.
right, that's cool. It's cool. Uh, yeah, but so are you like so you more the face of it?
Well, hey now, I'm the face and the worker.
You the face and the worker. Okay.
Yeah. He don't even know how to be seen on camera. You gotta turn that down.
Oh, I gotta turn the phone on. I'm over here watching y'all's video.
Oh, okay. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? I can't. Can I see you?
Yeah.
He ain't on no
When I look at,
social
I
media.
don't mess with this stuff, man. I just grind. That's all.
Hey, I understand. Yo, yeah, she was telling me, like, I like how she was talking. How how you started the business first, and how she, how she wanted to join you, and she used the words. I know it wasn't like that, but you rarely hear women like talk like that when it's with their about their husband, like when it's regarding their husband. Like I was waiting on him to give me the approval, but I knew it. I could feel that that wasn't the case. I just felt like it was probably like, well, I'm just gonna wait for he's more comfortable. She said she had to go ahead and jump in, but like I just like that support. That's basically what it is. I just like the support that she gave you. I know that took a lot of stress off of you.
Yeah, man. So,
I know it did.
Yeah. So, I mean, was it about a little over 3 years ago, man? When we started this whole gig.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even go, what's funny is this was funny about this whole thing, and I'm even talking to you, is because there was a guy, and she already told you a little bit of it. That used to wash my cars. He used to come up to my work and hit him up at in the parking lot or whatever. And I talked to him to this day. I still talk to him. I talked to him the other night. We kind of network together, and we're like-minded guys, man. Like we just we can talk, about things and different things. And when he used to come, and it triggered me, man. Like what he was doing, and and he was making, he's able to make money, man, and do it. So I was impressed by it. So fast forward, a bunch of years later, that's just kind of where I got my idea of doing that. It was either going to be that or a lawn business, to be honest. When I decided to make the jump, but when we did this thing 3 years ago, it's funny because I would go on YouTube and just kind of look up things. Now, listen, I can clean stuff, man. I'm a pretty OCD type of guy. I clean I keep all my stuff clean.
Literally OCD.
I keep all my stuff clean, man. I know how to clean a vehicle. And the only one that can clean a vehicle the way I want it done was that guy in Jack's, man. And that was it. And I've tried other people over the past, and that is either him or me. And so it was just something that I like to do. And I've always been clean. I've always been a clean person, So that's kind of, we moved up to this area. We were like, man, we got to do something. I'm 20 something years and big box retail manager, And I was like, we kind of set ourselves up for me to take a jump first, and I went ahead and did it. I already had a truck, I already had a trailer. We started out small, got a tank, generator, got all the basic stuff, and Mark hooked me up with his chemical guy, and I started buying chemicals off this guy, and I just went and ran with it. I mean, where she came in at the beginning of this whole thing on that business was she was like she's you on this whole internet thing, man. She can blow the internet up around town. She gets up on the sites. Hey, it would I think her first post, and I remember it to this day, was, hey, would anybody be interested in a service coming to your house to clean your vehicles? And we got flooded with it. So that was right there. It told me, man, hey, we're gonna start this up. So and then once she started doing that, and that was her main thing, of blowing the thing up on the internet, Facebook, social media, all the resale sites around town, stuff like that. Handing out cards for me on her lunch break at her regular job while I'm out hitting the streets, knocking out the appointments that we're getting. And it didn't start out fast. It was a decent weeks, starting out, but it was something where I was like, man, when we start
see the potential.
We can get this thing, because I'm a grinder, man. So I don't mind getting in there and getting it done. And when it's mine, it's that self gratification of, hey, this is my work, and and bam, when it's done, you look it over, we're good, you pay, done. I liked it, so we just went with it. About, I don't know, it was probably during that time at the beginning, this is where I was going with you. I was looking at YouTube videos and just kind of watching guys and stuff like that, because that was the industry I was getting ready to get in. So I just want to see what all the other guys are doing. So I just typed in mobile detailing. I already knew what the guy in Jax can do. So it was 4 of you guys that I would really watch. It was you, Sporties with the guy with the dreadlocks, E-Quality, and Bookie Down Bronx, the Bookie Down Bronx guy.
And you know what? All those guys you mentioned, I talk to them all the time for hours. Like all those guys, Eric Jones, George from G-Works.
George, G-Works, that's it.
Yeah, Sporty's
so
like, yeah.
But you were the main one, and I would always tell her, she would always come in at the beginning of our deal, and she would say, that there's Aiden, I watched your boy growing up and all that kind of stuff, and I see the different things, a little, some of the chemicals you started using, the super clean and all the different things that nobody really thought of. I thought at the beginning, man, we had to have some high end degreasers or stuff like that. I'm like, I can get a bottle of super clean, man, and
you can make it weak or strong. I mean, it's a lot you can do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but so her big part of that at the beginning was, getting our name out there, pretty much, and I'm taking the appointments, grinding, and then like I said, 6 months down the line, or 4, 5, 6 months, she was, she was kind of at the end of her road with her deal, and I was like, I think we can do it. We set ourselves up. Now
That's not what you said.
Well, listen, we didn't just jump out and say, didn't have
said.
nothing to jump. We gonna just got nothing to sit on, and we just, if this don't work, we messed up. No, we set ourselves up, man. I did it first, and then she did it.
But you said, just like that, you said, okay, we're gonna do this. No, that's not what you said.
Hey, I was a little hesitant about it, because, like you said, because I was in the house watching the video at the. When you said, that one paycheck's already gone, and we still had that other paycheck coming in, so that was kind of that buffer to, like, okay, if it don't work, I could be a little slow here. We're still bringing this in. Yeah, it was scary, man, but it was do or die, man. We did.
A man knows how another man's gonna think. Like, it's just certain things that like, just by nature, that men are responsible for certain things just by nature. Like I mean, my dad taught me you gotta do this, you gotta do this, but it's just in a man to do certain things. So I know it's gonna think a certain way. He's thinking even though you will go and work, you'll go work and do what you have to do, but a man is always gonna feel like it's all on him.
Yeah.
You know, so his mindset is, let me see how this goes before you jump in. But I mean, I know y'all probably had battles about it, but I know y'all did, because I mean, I'm married too. I know how that is.
Yeah.
You know, but but the fact that that's what you're arguing about, or that's what you debating about, that just goes shows that person wants to support you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get a lot of phone calls, a lot of wives are not supporting their husbands on stuff like that. Like, they're scared and they're totally against it, and give them no support. Actually want them to fail to say, "Hey, I was right. Go back and get a 9 to 5."
Yeah.
So like that's amazing. Like, I mean, for you,
But we can't.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, but
We can't fail. We have to keep
it's all
going.
on the person, man. Like, you just got to be, and like you said at the beginning, man, you got to be business minded.
Right.
We've been in business, and we've managed a bunch of people at a certain amount of time, and you just got to be a certain person that listen. I mean, and don't get me wrong, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all this that's happened. That's happened to us over the past 3 years. And when she got into this crime scene business and decided to do that, and that's a lot of her on that, man. I don't know if I can do too much of the blood stuff, but
yeah, he gets a little sick.
but that's ridiculous. But it's just when it's yours, man. It's just a different mindset of like it's got to be right. And don't take tomorrow for granted. Because hell, tomorrow ain't guaranteed. The next week ain't guaranteed. I mean, people cannot not want their cars washed. I mean, that's just what I mean. So I don't take any of this stuff for granted, man. But we're very grateful for how it's turned out for us, and looking good, looking forward to continue going.
Yeah, man, because she's actually like, she's really the face. Like, because I knew, I knew there was somebody around. I knew because it was in a post or something, and so I knew that she wasn't by herself. But I might have seen you on a picture or two.
Yeah,
I might have, but like the way she, like, the confidence that she has, like, I can see it in the comments that she leaves on other people's posts or posts that she does. I can see the confidence. And so I'm just like, wow, like, and it caught my eye a couple years back. I'm looking, I'm like, because anytime I see anytime I see something that stands out, like, you gotta, first of all, you're a woman and you're detailing. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at that. I mean, I've seen women detail before, but it's not a lot of them. So that stands out. Then I'm looking, I'm like, what? Hold on, crime scene. Like, what is that? So I'm and the thing is that I always want to bring people on that got like a story or something to bring to the table, or something that's different, because I would hop on live and just interview everybody at one point. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stop doing that. I just want to bring people on that got something to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, how many videos can I make with the music, talking, spraying water, or riding on the lawnmower? I mean, I can make 1,000 of those, and I can do my little spiel. But I just wanted to bring some, different. And I'm glad you guys can come on here and put y'all information out there, and put y'all story out there. Because I mean, and you can see the similarities. Like, everybody made that jump. Everybody had struggles, and I just wanted, because I first time I talked to her was Wednesday, and maybe the first time before that was like text messaging. Not texting, but on the on what's that, Facebook Messenger. So like, I don't know you guys. But it's like we come from a common place. So like, it's like we all saying the same stuff, and I'm saying this for the people watching. Like, we all saying the same stuff. Like, we was scared, but we did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? We started out small. We got the basic stuff. We grew it, from the ground up. Like, I don't care what nobody say. there's no other way. Like there's no other way. You know.
You got to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah, yeah. I remember your background. The cop, you were
Yeah.
a cop, and you did all that deal, and you wanted to, you was tired of the whole behind the scenes stuff, and you was ready to do something on your own.
Right. Yeah. That's you
that
know.
was-
Yeah.
Sorry,
That was you know, and that's the thing, man. Like that's why I don't. I mean, I do talk about the detail, and I do show my. I do kind of talk about stuff a little bit, but I'm not here to teach people how to detail.
Yeah.
It's here. You know, it's here because I can teach anybody how to do this. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like when y'all buff cars, right? Do y'all do any paint correction?
We don't do paint correction.
Nope.
But do you buff in wax?
Buff and wax.
You use a polisher, right, or something, right?
Correct.
Okay. But
Yeah.
there was a time you didn't do it that way. I'm pretty sure you used to do it by hand.
By hand. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So it was a certain fear. It was a certain fear of the polisher, right?
Yeah, burning the paint.
Right.
And all that. Yeah.
But you did it.
Yeah.
It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's not hard. Paint correction ain't hard either. It's not. But the thing is that when you watch these videos, all you see is people talking about products and chemicals. Like, how many times you gonna talk about tire shine? Like, how many times you gonna talk about like it's tire shine? Like, some leak, some make your tires look wet, some dry up fast. That's it. Like, I can't talk about that. Like, it's like I'm like I can't talk about that because I mean you go on YouTube, everybody has a review or everybody's talking about this. Everybody. I mean, I talk about it here and there, but not like that. Like it's you know, everybody wants to know how to start a business. And I watch this stuff and when I do my videos, everybody's talking about, yo, what type of generator do you have? What type of this? What type of that? This. And I'd be like, okay, cool. They buy all this stuff, right? And then here they go. How do I get customers? I'm like, yo, I made 290,000 videos telling you how to get customers, but all you was worried about was tire shine, equipment, which, you know, just go to Harbor Freight and buy everything. Go to Harbor Freight and buy everything. All right, go. You know,
you can be completely set up. You can have everything you want. I mean, $800 to $1,000, man. You get just for some basic stuff.
Basic stuff.
$1,000, have your whole setup.
Right.
And if you got a trailer, throw it on. If you want to be more efficient and be more, contained or whatever, get you a van. I think you ended up getting a van like ours.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that one.
We got the same 250.
Okay.
I don't know if yours is a 150 or 250.
It's a 250. It's a 250. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
We worked on out of a 6-inch. We got a F-150, and when we first started, we were running out of
a pickup truck.
It's a 6x10 trailer, but
Yeah.
it's a pain, man, running on a trailer. Just backing in and out of things and
But
there's stuff all in the
used
open. If you get
what we
rained
had.
on, all your stuff's getting all poured on, and it's best. We went from that to an old beater van for a little bit, and then
It was not a beater van. It was a good van.
it was a good van, but it's old van. I mean, hey, it was nice.
It was not a beater van. That thing got us a lot of money.
Hey, yes. I was sad to give it up, but that thing had 420-something thousand miles on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
But
a
listen,
beater.
But hey, it was the E150, but that thing, hey.
Yeah, no, listen, Ford now I don't know about the cars, but trucks and vans, they know how to make those.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Chevy guy, but Ford can make a truck.
Yeah.
If they can't make nothing else right, that those vans and those trucks will last forever. If you treat them good and you keep the maintenance on them, they'll last forever.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys go ahead. Was you trying to say something?
I don't want to take over her video though. Man.
Whatever.
Oh no, I'm glad. I'm glad you came on. Like, I'm glad you came on because I knew someone else existed. I knew she wasn't doing it completely by herself because I saw it years back. But I'm glad you came on. I mean, it's good to see that because there's every variation of detailers are out there. Y'all represent the married couple that started a business together, that's working together,
Yeah.
and it's somebody on here that can relate to this.
Let me ask you this. I know you've been in about 5 years now.
Well, actually, that's just according to YouTube. First YouTube video was maybe the end of 15, but I started my business 2012, so I got about 9 or 10 years in.
Okay. You gonna stick with just you and the boy?
Oh, you talking about as far as an employee?
Like branching out, throwing another van out there, or what do you think? Because we've already tried it. We semi-tried it, man, and I just you already know.
Well, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to y'all off the record about that. But no. I will answer the question. I do want to do that. My son can care less about detailing
really?
or lawn care. Like he does it to help me. He doesn't like doing it, but I started him off at like 8. I think he was younger than that. So he knows how to do it just because he's got time in. But that's not something that he inspired. That's not something that he wants to do. He's his own person. He wants to do his own thing, and that's cool. Now, trying to get people to help you, the only way that I can see it working is getting another van is if you take your company name off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess what I was getting, have you thought about doing that?
Yeah.
Are you sticking with?
Yeah, I thought about doing that because I'm 42. Yeah. Like, I still got a lot in me, but I don't want to no more. I don't want to work that hard. I could say maybe I'll probably grind it out another 2-3 years, and I'll definitely make that move. But the thing is that you probably have to take the name Gold Shine off of it. You still have Gold Shine, but you come up with another name, and you work it through that other name. You may have to do another area.
Yeah. Okay.
You may have to do another area, and you may have to deal with other people that are in business.
Yeah.
Because she knows how to get customers.
Yeah.
Everybody don't know how to get customers.
You don't know how to turn the internet on.
Right.
So.
Right. And there's a reason she's here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you saw the difference in your business when she jumped on.
Yeah.
So like, you're probably gonna have to get another area, maybe another town that's close by somewhere, or you can give people, you can take a percentage and let other people go do the work.
Yeah.
Someone that can't get customers. I've been thinking about this a long time. So like, that's the only way, because.
And just go out for basic stuff, just basic wash and vacs or something like that.
Well, I wouldn't limit myself.
Yeah.
I look at it.
That'd be another conversation. I don't want.
Yeah.
We'll get back on it.
Okay.
Eventually.
Well, hey man, I'm gonna step off. Let y'all finish up.
Okay.
Good to meet you. I told her earlier. I was like, man, I want to meet. Hell, I've been watching the guy's videos forever, so I want to say hello.
He came after me earlier.
What's your name? I didn't even get your name.
It's Robert.
Robert. Okay. Yeah. I got you.
He had a big old wad of dip in his mouth. Get away! No.
Hey, I'm from the South. I've seen dip before.
He's just standing over there, and I'm like, no.
Hey, have a good night, man. It's good to meet you.
All right, now.
He's crazy. He was trying to get on here earlier with this big old thing in his mouth.
Yeah, he seemed to be a good guy, man. I see why.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah, so we talked about it earlier. You wanted to branch out and hire an employee, and
Oh yeah,
so
we at one point, and
it
he
didn't
didn't
work.
last. Probably he didn't last what 2 days. 2 days. They just didn't want to work.
He didn't want to work. So like, how many people, like, how did you find him? How do you find employees?
Interviewing people, and you do. I was doing like actual interviews, like we would do when we worked in retail stores, and this guy seemed great.
So did you?
You know?
How far are you going with the interview? Like how far you go in with it? Like, are you doing background checks and all that?
No, I didn't with the one. But we're kind of in a small town, so everybody kind of knows everybody. Um, yeah, I mean, he was just helping. We wasn't going to put him in a van. Now, if we're to that point, then he's good. If we're going to put him in a van, but that's going to be, you got to trust and everything else. You can't, just throw somebody into your work van. That's
Yeah, no. That's the thing. It's that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's that fear. Like, it's that fear. Like, um, the person not doing the job up to your standards,
Yeah,
and
and
and it all comes back on
they
you,
don't treat it the same.
right? The thing is that I think it's easier if you find someone that's already have a business or is trying to start a business, have their own equipment and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and if you can give them jobs, and they take a certain amount and you take your amount, and you get your amount off the top, you get paid, and you get your money off top and you send them their money. I think that's probably the best way, because now that person has some skin in the game.
Yeah.
So like, if you don't have no skin in the game and you just have somebody, I mean, they can dog your vehicle out, mess up your vehicle, crash it, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
get your vehicle confiscated for doing something illegal. I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much liability, and that's the thing.
It is.
Like, yeah, that's the thing.
And
It's
it's scary.
right.
You know, it's very scary.
So okay, so like you haven't tried to look for anybody else. Did y'all just they just gave you a bad taste and that was it with that?
Yeah. We just haven't. I mean, there's nobody we've even remotely came across that we're like, okay, let's try them. I mean, we always look for people. Maybe
How do you
we.
put the word out that you're hiring?
I put it on Facebook.
So how many people respond to it?
I get a lot of response. I mean, I do. I do get a lot of people, but they're not normally, they won't show up for an interview. They set up an interview, they won't show up, that type of thing. It's just what comes along with it. But people, you can't grow too big, too quickly and have all these people working for you because you just end up with a bad name.
Yeah.
That's why it's been me and him. Like I said, he'll do cars, I'll do murder, then we'll both be doing cars, and I'll be doing a COVID, and we don't stop. Like,
Yeah, and the thing too is when you hire, one thing that I've noticed, if you hire a bunch of people, because in this business you're gonna have to have a lot of people like on standby. You're just gonna have to hire part time,
mm-hmm.
hire a lot of people, and you're gonna have one that's you're gonna have one. You may have one that's gonna be on your ass like, hey, you got anything for me today? You got anything for me today? You know, you're just gonna have to have it to where you gotta have that leverage. It's kind of got to be like, you know what? I got a lot of people that want to work. Like, I mean, it is it's weird. If you ever been in a management position, I'm sure you have. So you know the stuff that you can do to build morale. I mean, I'm pretty sure to build morale and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if a person thinks that sometimes some people are stupid enough to think that you need them and start acting stupid, like they think that you need them. I mean, you're just trying to take a little load off yourself and put some money in somebody's pocket. They don't look at it that way. They're looking at it as oh, you need me, you know. And I've had employees, they didn't a lot of. I had one that lasted a good while, and this is before I started making YouTube videos. I had a guy. Um, he helped me mostly with lawn care, but we did do cars, and he was on it. He was a good worker. Uh, but the thing that I realize is that it's a lot of things you're gonna learn. Uh, when you hire employees, you're gonna start off being too generous.
Oh yeah.
Everybody can't handle that. Everybody can't handle that. They'd be too
It's true.
you too generous to them, so they take advantage of it. But I was paying him pretty good, and one day I remember he had bought some subwoofers for his car. And one of the accounts that I have is a good friend of mine. He does car alarms and, car stereo systems and car audio and all that. And when we went there, he saw the stuff and he asked him how much would it cost or whatever. And that was like maybe on a Thursday. That was on a Thursday. So the mistake that I did was paying him every day,
Yeah.
right? So you pay him every day. If he's worked Monday, just think about it. This man worked, and I'm talking about, man. This is when I don't think I was 40 years old yet. So I didn't even have this much gray in my beard at the time. Like I was getting it. Like I was going. Like we was doing 10, 12 yards every day, and I would give him I give him anywhere from like $10 to $12 a yard. So this guy was making he make $100 a day.
Yeah.
He'll make $100 a day, and I was giving him that, right. So just think about it from let's say from Tuesday to Thursday. So that's Monday to Thursday, he probably made $400, right? So Friday come, he's a kid, like he's 21 at the time. He got $400 in his pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Friday. And so I remember he never done it before. He didn't call. He usually call me or he show up, or he'll call me, let me know he on his way or something like that. He didn't call me that day. I didn't think nothing of it. So time going by, I'm like, yo, he usually be here by now. So I call him. He didn't answer the phone. I text him. He answered, said something about he got to go to an appointment, some crap, whatever. I'm like, yo, so you couldn't tell me that the night before? Because you didn't find out you had an appointment this morning, did you? So then I started thinking about the subwoofers and all that. So he got enough money to get his stuff installed, and he was going to get his subwoofers put in, and he was going to have a good weekend. He was going to ride and do all that. So I said, okay, I got something for him. So, of course, I didn't, because I had help, I would knock out all my stuff Monday through Friday. I would knock out everything. And so Saturday and Sunday, I would take off. So he didn't work. Of course, he didn't work Saturday. He didn't work Sunday. He probably had a good time, probably riding around with his girlfriend, listening to his music. I did the same thing when I was his age. So Monday comes. Oh, he out of money. He out of money. Monday comes. So he calls me. He texts me. I'm like, yo, I'm good today. I'm good. Tuesday, I did him like that for probably maybe a week and a half. I was like, I'm good. He was contacting me. It's the same person that would not contact me and tell me that he's not coming. And so listen. So then I was like, yeah, come on. When I finally told him, yeah, come on back, you know. When I tell you, man, this man worked so hard. When he came back, he didn't say one word. It's like
He was thankful.
man, I'm talking about he never done it again. And then I stopped paying him. I stopped paying him every day. I'm paying you Friday. Friday after the last yard, I pay you. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you're going to learn as you go. But, like, the thing is that the mistakes that, the mistake that we're making, it's too late because we done already made the mistake, is that we so personal with the business. Like, you know, when you think of A&A, you think of this. Like, you know, and so and that's how my customers, you know, is A&A is Anthony. So that's one mistake. The other mistake is you know, you're doing all the jobs. You're doing all of them. It's you know. And so now the customers are used to they're used to your work ethic, and they want you.
Into that too.
Right. They want you. And that's not good. It's good because you're doing good work.
But it's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't.
One of those, yeah. So the thing is that the only way I see now that I can have different vehicles out there is I have to start another company. Yeah. That's the only way. Start another company, but my company does not actually do nothing. I just give the jobs to people. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So
that doesn't, you know, have your name on it.
Right.
I mean, it's the only safe way to go.
Right.
As a business person.
Right.
That it's the only safe.
Right. And you have to train those. And then you just train those guys to get real good. But what you're doing is you're networking and you're helping people build their businesses. That you're helping people build their businesses because they're going to eventually realize what's going on, and then they're going to start taking some of those customers from you, which is fine because you have your own, you know, you have your own thing, which is fine. But the thing is that if somebody goes, think about it, most people can't get a customer. Most people can't get a customer. So, and if they can't get a customer, they're probably not charging enough anyway. And so they're probably saying like something that you're probably charge $100 for, they're probably charging 50.
Yep.
You know, so if you send them and you get your, you know, long as you get your little commission, or whatever. I mean, well, yeah, you get your little commission or you'll get your little fee off the top and give them. You probably gonna give them. They probably gonna earn more than they would have earned, or earn what they would have charged anyway. And you get yours, and you didn't do anything. You didn't work. You didn't sweat. You didn't do anything. I think that's the only way. That's the only way. I mean, as far as hiring employees to work alongside you, like I said before, you're gonna have to get. You're gonna have to get. You're gonna have to hire a lot of part-time people. If it's grown, like a grown man, if he's in his 30s, if he's around our age and 30s, you might be younger than me. I'm not sure, but
I'm 34.
34, okay. So
I don't even know how old I am.
right, so if they're your age and older, it's probably not gonna work out. It's probably not gonna work out,
Nope.
It's probably not gonna work out. So it's that is something that I have not mastered, and those are one of the things that I'm embarrassed about. Like, I can't get employees, and so I'm also suffering from that too.
I mean, it is what it is. It's sad because you see, everybody wants to work, but do they want to work? Kind of thing, it's sad, but that's just how it is. That
Right.
is just how it is.
Okay. I'm looking in the chat right now. Yo,
I can't.
yeah, you can't. No, you got to turn it. Turn your phone in portrait mode like this. Just turn your phone in portrait mode, and then hit the little thing that says live chat under the screen under the video. It says live chat. Hit that, and you'll see it. Ashton. Yo, Ashton. Yo, bring my glasses. Can you see the chat now? Okay, look at your phone, right?
Okay.
If you're looking at the video,
Uh huh.
okay, you see where it has the how many you see where it has the title, and you see
Yep.
where it has who's watching. You see the thumbs up, the thumbs down.
Uh huh.
It's gonna be a little right next to the thumbs down button. It says live chat, and just push that.
Mine says right next to that. It says share.
Wow, you must got an iPhone.
I do.
Oh man, I don't know. I can't help you. I
Let's do
can't.
it again. Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah, yeah. But if y'all got any, well, I'll look at it for you. But if y'all got any questions for Brittany, go ahead. Go ahead and ask.
I can't see him.
You can't see it?
Nope.
Yeah, they've been. I haven't been able to look at the chat since I've been on here, but they're definitely typing. I looked at it at one point. We had like 55 people on here. So
Good. Yeah, I can't see the thing.
so you don't see nothing that says chat or comments?
Uh-uh.
Dang. If y'all have
Yeah.
any questions, y'all can go ahead with them. If you have any questions for Brittany. Oh, I appreciate that, Frederick Williams. Okay, we already discussed that, but I'll ask her. Noda Rob is actually he's curious to know about how you got started in the crime scene cleanup and what all do you need to do that?
Um, so I use all botanical products. There's a product which you guys might be able to use it. Oh, well, I know y'all can. It's called Deacon 30. It might help y'all if y'all can't find, certain just regular disinfectants. That's a good one. People don't really know about it. But I got started from it. I went to a detailing job and it was a overdose, and my brain got to thinking, and I just started researching classes, and I took it, and then I just went with it.
Okay. Hey, someone said go on your phone, go off of YouTube and go back in. You might can see the chat if you do that. All right, I see you, Quincy Dolphin. That's what we're here for.
Nope.
It
I
didn't
said,
work.
mm-mm.
And you said Decon 30.
Yeah.
Where can you
I can post it. I'll post it on New Wave.
where can you find it at? Is it something you can buy at a retail store, or is it something you have to
No,
order?
it's you gotta order it
Okay.
online.
Okay.
I'll send y'all the line of products.
So what can this chemical kill? Like, is it good on is it good for COVID or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty much
So
it's
what do
it's
you,
even on the list.
so you use it as a like an APC, or is it something that you spray the car with?
You can use it as spraying the car with it. You can use it as cleaning it. It's an all around product that works for everything. It's really good product.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll send that to y'all. Put that on my list. Yeah, I still can't see it.
Okay.
I promise I'm not crazy. It's not on here.
So you don't. So you got the thumbs up, the thumbs down. You got the then it just goes to share. It doesn't have live chat.
Yep. It goes thumbs up, thumbs down, share, save, and report.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What if you just turn it like portrait mode?
Same.
Turn it the other way. Yeah. No, the other way. Yeah.
Same.
All right. You don't have something that says comments.
Nope.
Wow. Do you have a? Oh, let me ask you this. Do you have a YouTube account?
I
That's
don't think.
probably why.
That's probably why.
That's probably why.
Yep.
Because if you don't have a YouTube account, you can't comment. So
Well,
if you
nope,
have,
I do. I'm on there.
so what is it? Oh, so you got a YouTube account? Is it?
I do. Yeah.
Are you logged into your account?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to tell you. I thought I was on to something.
Yeah. No, I'm logged in. Nothing.
All right, got another question from Andrew. Okay, I don't want to destroy your name, Andrew, but Andrew S. He says, "What car trauma cleanup entail?"
It just depends. So let's say that there was a drive-by shooting
Mm-hmm.
in the vehicle, and the seats are soaked. Normally, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to take the seats out and I'm going to cut everything out and treat it as bio waste. Like, I'm not going to, depending on the soil level, I'm not going to take a regular, detailing steamer or, shampooer that we use and clean it up that way. Like, it's bio waste. It's a whole totally different ballgame.
So you
like,
cut. So you cut those portions out. So your job is to your job is more of like disinfecting the vehicle. So like let's say if you cut a portion of the seat out, who replaces it?
The insurance company will.
Okay, so you just trying to get the contamination out of the vehicle.
Yep. So I decontaminate it. Yep.
Okay.
Because that is bio waste.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So for instance, like if I go into a home and a person died on the floor and it's wood, it's gonna soak through the wood panels. So I gotta pull the wood up. And I gotta get up underneath the concrete and all that stuff. It's not just cleaning the surface of it. And a lot of detailers don't realize that when they get those calls. It's not just cleaning the surface and being done. There's a lot to it, and I see it all the time on New Wave. Y'all just call me or message me and I will gladly find somebody to do it for you. I promise. Because there's not many of us, know. But I have to send it to a bio waste facility. There's a lot to it. It's just not taking it and throwing it in the garbage. I will get in so much trouble for that.
Oh yeah, look, y'all get my thumbs up. I forgot to tell y'all that. Y'all get the thumbs up. Y'all please share the video. Do you use lights? Do you use? Okay, he's asking, do you use like special lights to see the blood in the dark?
Mm-hmm. I have lights, yeah, so I will, but I use I will spray peroxide on it most of the time, and it tells me if there's blood present. It will bubble up and pretty much tell me like, yep, that's blood.
So peroxide does that for you. Wow.
Yep. I have a big old bottle and I go in and spray. Spray the walls, spray and everything.
Oh, okay. So so I was thinking the same thing, like the black light. Do you have the black light or whatever that shows like kind of like crime scenes?
Kind of like the movies?
Yeah.
Not like that. Totally opposite. It is nothing like the
Yo,
movies.
you know what? I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said it and I didn't. I'm glad he asked it and I didn't because I was thinking that. I was thinking that the whole time. I'm glad somebody asked. I didn't want to.
They asked me that. But no, it's definitely not like the movies.
Yeah, a lot of people are what they're the responses that I'm getting now is just like a lot of people didn't know that about the peroxide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got someone in here saying that you because seeing your post made them do more research on it.
Yeah, anytime I see those posts, I jump on them quick.
Okay, so you got somebody. I'm gonna add to this question. You got somebody talking about like the 3M face mask. So your PPE, what all do you have? Like from head to toe, like what all do you have?
I have to have an N95 mask.
Okay.
I do. I mean, I have a full coverall jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
I tape the bottom of my feet. I tape my hands. I'm short, so I got to tape everything I can't have no air coming in, and that's how I do it. It's normally no AC, and I'm hot, really hot, but it's very rewarding. So I enjoy it very much. And I guess when you see people like in movies with all that suit on, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it somewhat looks like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Do you do any fire cleanup as well?
No.
Fire and flood?
Nope. I have a friend that does, but I don't do it. No.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good question. So how many details you do in a day, like by yourself?
Just four to five normally a day. Full details.
Full details.
Like, we don't do like basic. We don't offer like a basic wash and vacuum type thing. Like ours are full details.
So how much is your full detail start on the sedan?
For a regular car, we'll start at around 85, but we do everything based off size, service, and condition. Like we don't. It's not really set for us. Like we let everybody just kind of build their price. Like I charge for everything. Like we don't just put conditioner on your dash. That's not included in our price. We let the customers build their price. Some people don't like that. Some people don't want their dashes done with that shiny stuff. Some people don't want certain things. So we just build it.
So how long does it take you to do?
That's another thing I've seen people do on their New Wave is everything's included. Like, these people might not need their shampoos, their seats shampooed. So, to us, it makes sense for my customers and our clientele to build the price.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Somebody on here. I don't know if you know this person or not. Somebody's named Jay. Said he needs his truck done again. It's probably somebody playing.
Lord mercy. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you got people on here playing.
Oh Lord.
Well, you know what? No, wait, no, it sounds like somebody you might know.
What's his last name?
It just say
I can't.
Jay. He said you had his truck looking real good. I'm
Huh?
not
I don't
sure.
know.
I ain't sure, but
Well, make sure you call us, Jay. I
and
can't see who it is, but
are you still the well? Are you still the only one in your area?
for crime scene, yes.
What about
We're
detailing?
detailing, yet. We have. There's a few people out there. You know, I try to network with them, but I mean, I think there's maybe two or three, possibly. Mobile guys, one.
One mobile guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what about like, so, um, how? And I'm pretty sure he's a guy. So, how's the competition thing going between the guy, the guy? Man,
Well,
I think I saw a post you saying somebody was competing with you.
yeah, we try to network with people. You know, we
Mm-hmm.
do. We try. But then sometimes they feel like it's more of a competition instead of a
Mm-hmm.
network. So we can't build that relationship that we want sometimes
Right.
with people.
With
But
some
that's just
people.
how, that's
Right.
part of the game. What's what it is,
Yeah.
you know?
So, how long does it take you to do a detail? To do a full?
About an hour and a half to two.
An hour and a half to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
Max.
do you?
Our slots are blocked off for about 2 hours.
All right. So, like when you go out there and work, is your mindset like I'm gonna do this many vehicles, and do you have a quota, or you just do as much as you can?
No, we have to run a schedule. I mean, we run a tight ship.
Okay.
You know, we run, and I mean, we're normally booked for about a week to 2 weeks. Normally, our books are full. Um, but no, I mean, very rarely can I slide last minute calls in. You
Right.
know,
But what I'm saying is, so you say you do about five a day, four a
mm-hmm.
day, five a day.
We'll say four, average four.
Okay. So you're literally doing as much as you can in a day. Is
Yeah,
you're doing as much as you can a day. So what I'm saying is like some people have a quota, and they once they get to a certain number, they stop. You know,
no,
yeah,
no, we'll keep going.
you
I
just
mean,
do as much as you can.
yeah, if they're, yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah, because
stop.
I heard your husband say sun up to sun down.
Yeah,
I heard him
we
say
don't.
that, and that's something that me and Sporty say a lot, man. We that sun up to sundown grind, like it's nothing like it, man. I remember when I first started, man. I would literally like work from 7. You know how in the summertime it might get dark like at 9 o'clock or at 8 o'clock, 8 something,
Oh,
and I would literally work from 7 a.m.
mhm.
to 8 p.m. like all day, you know.
It's tough.
Right.
And then when the temperature gets, about 102 with the humidity level, it's even worse. Once when it's that 3-digit heat, oh, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Okay, so
You went the other way.
okay, so we got a question. Will you ever do YouTube videos?
Somebody asked me that recently. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
you definitely got a lane.
I know. I don't
I
know.
mean, you definitely got a lane that you definitely got a lane that no. Well, I don't know about the crime scene stuff. Well, you probably could still do the crime scene stuff, but there's probably some stuff you couldn't shoot. But
Yeah.
but you definitely got a lane.
Mm-hmm.
If you make some videos, you definitely got a lane. You can definitely, um, you definitely have some viewers because you're a woman in the industry. Uh, because it's not, you don't see a lot of that on YouTube. You have, and then you have the crime scene. I mean, you definitely have a lane.
Yeah.
It'll be a good
I mean,
idea.
it's something to think about. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know if I could. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I mean, and YouTube is another way of advertising and bringing. It's another way of advertising and bringing, like you can actually advertise through YouTube. You can draw people to your website, or you can draw people to anywhere you want off YouTube. And YouTube is not only touching people in your area; it's touching people it's touching people all over the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. I mean, I
yeah,
don't know. Somebody did ask me that though the other day, and I was like, I don't know.
yeah. Crime scene videos will blow up for real. That's what they're saying on here. But yeah, you're
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, I don't think I've had. I don't think I've ever, like, when I go live, I might have like maybe 30 people. Sometimes it goes to 50, but it's never held like over 50 at a time. It held 50 for a while
Oh,
since
did
we've
it?
been on here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because it's you're it's you don't hear nothing from women about detailing, and it's just it's something different they ain't never seen before. So it's like,
Yeah.
and then the other women on here that you would inspire, like the other women on here, and I think we got about four women that I know of on the new wave. That's including you, that we
Yeah, I
know on
know
the
a
new
few.
wave.
Yeah. There's a few of them that
Uh
I talk to a
huh.
lot.
Okay, okay, that's good.
Sorry, I had to like relocate because my laptop was going dead.
Okay.
So I was moving.
All right. Well, if y'all got any more, I'm not gonna keep her on here all night. If y'all got any more questions, y'all go ahead. Do you have a website?
I have the Facebook
Mm-hmm.
account. Y'all can look me up on there, and then my two business pages are also on there.
Okay. So what's
So
your
you'll see them. Just go to my personal page, and then you'll see them.
okay? So your personal is Brittany Goldstein. This is
Yep.
Brittany Goldstein. Okay.
You'll see both the business accounts from there. No, a lot of the work we do is from social media. Like I've never spent a ton of money on websites. I mean, never.
Okay.
It's mostly from social media and Google.
Okay.
I should probably do a website one day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me. You trust me. You'll see the thing in it, because like uh if the thing is that if you build a website, you're gonna have to find a way to bring people to your website. You build a
Mm-hmm.
website, you can build a website nobody knows it exists. So through YouTube and Google and Facebook, that's how you bring people to your website.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, I don't understand.
Google stop. But you must, I don't know what happened. But anyway, yeah, but that's, and I didn't realize that until later on. I mean, I was on YouTube for a long time, and um I might have been on YouTube for maybe 3 years before I got a website. But it's good to have a website, because some people, they want to do they want to be able to just push buttons and do what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to. It's going to get to that point. Like, I mean, it's already almost there. I mean, a lot of people do call, but I do get bookings on my website. Um, I sell chemicals on my website. So and that's, I mean, nobody that I know personally orders anything from my website. It's all people from Facebook,
Here.
YouTube, and stuff like that. So like That's how that that it's definitely needed. All right, I see you H&M Auto Detailing. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions, I'll wait another minute or so. If y'all don't have any more questions, then we out.
We enjoyed being on here.
We enjoyed you, man. We was. I mean, I'm glad I finally got it to work. I mean, it was glitching a little bit. It seemed like the more you got closer, it's a lot clearer now.
I know.
That you got like you got closer to the house.
I know. I was sitting on the golf cart because
Right.
it was. We got 3 dogs in there, and they're yippy, and I didn't want them to.
Yes, Derek Turner. This will be up for replay. This will be up for replay. I had to take it down because we wasn't able to do the live. We wasn't able to do it last time. I had some technical difficulties, so. But this one you'll be able to watch it. Y'all get my thumbs up too. Y'all hit that thumbs up, man. Get them up. And y'all share this video. Looking on getting on a new wave soon. You could just go and join. Like what you is what do you mean, Frederick? You could join today. Callus Auto Detailing, what's up? H&M Auto Detailing, I see you. Thanks for having me. Oh, okay. I see you, Channing Braswell. Prestige Mobile Detailing. Brittany Goldstein on Facebook. Name spelling is in the title. All right, Don't Ride Dirty. I see you. Oh, someone's asking about your ponytail hat. Where's your ponytail hat? Yeah, here we go. Y'all don't start getting weird now. Come on now.
Oh Lord.
Just. I see you, Brandon
I know
Howard.
that was one of the girls. I'm gonna have to get him that ponytail hat. I know what them girls are talking about.
Yeah, y'all join. Go join the new wave right now, unless he's saying that he doesn't have a Facebook page or something like that. But you could join it right now. Just type in New Wave by A&A, and you'll see the New Wave logo with the A&A logo in the middle of it. And you're at the right place. Just go there. It's just an invite. I pretty much accept everybody unless the page looks fake. Do I have room to do this once a week? Well, it ain't that many people to interview once a week. I mean, I wish I did. I would do it once a week. Like what I do is I'm looking. I mean, I look all over. I mean, I look on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Anybody I think is interesting and has a story to tell and can bring something to the table where we all can learn from it. That's who I'm interviewing these days. So, I mean, what was my last interview? I can't even remember who it was. I think it might have been Wet's Mobile Detailing. I might have interviewed somebody else. I don't remember. Yeah, I see you, Callus Auto Detailing. I see you. Okay, I pre up. New Wave is the best group on Facebook. All right. Well, we not gonna keep on here too long with me. Well, you know what? We gonna get off of here. But yeah, appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for coming in and watching. Um, this was a good interview. This is one of the best interviews I've done. One of the best interviews I've done so far. Learned a lot. Um, is there anything else you want to touch on before we leave?
No, I mean, I appreciate being on here. I mean, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to message me. It might take me a minute to get to you, but, I have no problem answering or helping or whatever, the case says. I'm working just like you guys are. So please don't hesitate to message me.
Okay. Yo, I saw some on your page. You ride bikes?
Yep.
What do you riding dirt bikes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what kind of dirt bike you got?
We ride Hondas. He has me on a 125 though still.
Okay.
Clearly I could be on his. But he's still got me on a little baby bike. Yeah.
So where y'all going to ride? Where do y'all go? Do y'all have like a place where y'all can ride and you don't get bothered?
Well, we used to before they built this little neighborhood up. But we go to a place in Atlanta called Durhamtown. You can take bikes there and ride. I mean, it's tons of stuff you can ride. Dirt bikes and four-wheelers. We go there probably about 3 times a year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a Banshee.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, I have a Yamaha Banshee. I was gonna get Ashton one, and but we got places around here that we ride, that we can ride. But I mean, I'm in the, I'm in the neighborhood, but they're like, this is like the county. So you know how in the county you can get away with stuff that you can't in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is every time somebody comes out and ride them, then everybody comes out and ride, and then they just shut it. They shut it down. So it's like it'll get out of hand, and kids and stuff getting hurt and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, our 8-year-old daughter actually rides one too.
Okay.
So it's fun, We do that. That's what our fun is we ride dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And then when she's not with us, we ride a motorcycle every now and again. But we like to ride dirt bikes.
Yeah, I saw that on one of your. I don't know what post I saw it on. I saw like a bike or something like that. I do a little bit of research. So like a lot of you guys in the new wave, I be doing my research. So I be doing my research. I watch and I look and sometimes I'm vocal and sometimes I'm quiet. But I'm watching the next person I'm gonna interview. Don't worry about asking me because I'm just gonna pick people. I'm not. When I pick you, you're not gonna expect it. I'm just gonna ask you out of nowhere, like I did her. I just hit her up and say, "Hey, you want to do an interview?" She was like, "Cool." I'm like, "Let's do it."
Yeah.
So much information on this interview. All right. Well, I'm out, man. If you guys, new guys on here, if you're not a member of New Wave, go ahead and join. It's called the New Wave, NEWE, New Wave by A&A. Just go there, hit the, request for the request to join, and I accept just about everybody. All right. Well, nice. Thank you for blessing us with your presence.
No problem.
I actually learned a lot. It seems that everybody learned something. We'll do it again. We'll do it again in the future. But all right. You have a nice night. We're going to get off of here.
Bye.
All right.
See ya.
All right. Eric Jones has been on. Eric Jones has been on here for been on here twice. Eric Jones been on here twice. All right, well, hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll try to bring some more interviews. It's not really a lot of people. It's not really a lot of people that I could just say off head that I can interview. I've had Eric Jones on here twice. Um, if you go to the new wave, I mean not new wave. I'm sorry. If you go to my channel and just type in A&A and Eric Jones, and you'll see it. I think I interviewed him twice. Until next time, guys. I'll see y'all in the future, man. Peace.